My first real business I launched that I went kind of all in on, bombshell, total bombshell. Now, it wasn't that I was new. It wasn't that I didn't have experience, that I didn't know what I was doing. I started running a multi-million dollar small business when I was 22. And this has been 13, 14 years later. I bought that company, sold it, and was going to do what was next. It didn't work. I mean, yeah, it was profitable. It was a one-man shop. It made money, but it didn't make enough to support my family. So I had two options. I could either A, go work for someone else, or B, try again. And the lesson I think we all have to take is that you've heard the saying, if you don't succeed at first, try again. Well, okay, and it becomes a cliche. And what we want to do is, okay, I failed. That was a failure. That project, that company, that job I was doing was a failure. So now what I want to do is take the lessons from that failure and try to improve my odds of success the next time, right? So, yes, it failed. I can say it. I can admit it. I know it. There's no reason to hide it. But I'd be foolish to not take the lessons from the failure and improve my chances of success. And so far, the company that I run right now is on trajectory to do either in 2024 or 2025 over $1 million in revenue. Now, is $1 million a lot? No, but when it's me and my wife working in the business, then yeah, it's a good living, right? It's very good for what we do. As we grow it, we'll see what happens. But right now, we're very content with where the business is, where the business is going. We look forward to getting up and doing the work, and we're successful for the most part. So, what did I learn from my failure that I've taken to this company that's made this company more successful? Well, 7 things. One, starting a company is harder than you think, or than I think at least, or I thought. When I was 22, I took over a business that had been established, and it was very small. It didn't have huge brand recognition across the industry, but it did have clients. It did have past clients. It did have a history, and so I launched from that to go forward. And in doing so, it was easier to grow that business because it had more capital, it had a history behind it, and it had, you must say, all the things that you need. 2, when I started my last venture, I didn't really have an ICP, an ideal customer profile in mind. I want to do this thing, and people will love it because why wouldn't they? So it didn't really appeal to a persona, an avatar, an ICP. I didn't really appeal to that. I didn't really think about that because I was too smart. I was too smart to do that. It was stupid. It was one of the worst decisions I've ever made. Is trying to outsmart everyone thinking that I could talk in a way that people would love it and it would just resonate. Number 3, it takes 10 times more work than I thought it would. It just takes 10 times more. And when I was doing this last thing, I thought, okay, I can do this every day. I can build a funnel, da 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 da, and people will come in. No, 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 no. I needed the 10x it to be successful, and I didn't. Now, what do? I constantly put that pressure on myself. Okay, more, 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 more. Keep pushing, keep pushing. It's 10 times harder than I thought it was. Number 4, when I'm close to reaching my goal, I need to push harder. So, as I was trying to grow the last business, I had benchmarks and goals and desires. And I thought, okay, if I get to these spots, then ultimately I will hit where I need to be. I will grow the business. It will be a huge success, all the stuff we tell ourselves. Except, I kind of just assumed it would happen. I kind of took it for granted. I didn't really push to make sure I got over the hump. I could see at times glimpses of the potential for the future. And I would do things that would push things forward, but I wouldn't go all the way. I'd push harder. I went on this cross-country trip to try to get things going. But I really didn't do all of the work. Right? I pushed hard, but not harder, not as hard as I could. Because I thought that would get me over. And it was like, well, that opened up a lot of doors, and it got me down the road, but I need to push even harder. Number 5, dream bigger than I had before. And so, and now it's me, my wife, and maybe we'll hire people. I don't know. We don't. The way the business is set up, what we do with M&A and SB lending and coaching, we don't need a ton of extra help. We use AI, we use CRMs, we have all this stuff. So maybe, but I dream bigger, and I go, okay, now. Before, I was trying to develop a business that would allow me to kind of work anywhere and get a minimum lifestyle, right? I could live, provide for my wife and kids. Now I go, okay, no. I want a lifestyle business that allows me to go after the things that I want. And either I'm going to grow this business, bring on employees, or I'm going to use the profits to go and invest in something else, maybe both. But I'm dreaming bigger. I'm going, okay, I don't want to settle with just barely getting over. I want to go so far beyond that if I miss that mark, at least I'm higher than what I'm currently thinking I should go, right? So if I'm here and I think I should go to here and I get into here, okay, that's better than being here. I need to dream bigger, bigger. Not world domination, but just bigger. Number 6, invest in coaching, classes, masterminds, books, etc. You might can see there's a stack of books right there I'm working on. Or I'm not working on them, I just got them in, so I'm getting ready to work on them. There's a book there, there's books everywhere. I paid over like $10,000 for a course that helped me understand kind of how to launch the things I wanted to do in this business. I regularly seek advice. So I pour into the business from a mental aspect because I don't know everything. I need to be taught. I need to learn. I need to hear. So I do podcasts. I do anything. I paid for coaching. I do it all because I know that people have solved the problem that I want to solve, which is number 7. Reverse engineer the path to success. So last time I didn't reverse engineer it. I didn't say, what has everyone done before me? How do I do this? I kind of said, I'm smart. I'll figure it out. No, I'm stupid. I'm too stupid for that. Instead, now what I'm saying is, who has done what I want to do? And how do I copy what they do and reverse engineer it, right? There is nobody on Earth who can get you to Pluto right now. It's not possible. It hasn't been done. They might have a model that says they can do it, but they've never done it. So there's no way to reverse engineer how to do that. But to build your business, to grow your business, someone's already done it. All you gotta do is figure out what they did and reverse engineer it, and then modify it to make it your own. But at the end of the day, you don't have to start from a blank slate. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to be that smart. Just reverse engineer it. Find out what someone else has done and copy it and make it your own. That's what we're all doing. We get caught up in this pride of, I'm going to say that I figured all this out. No. We all need help. We all need advice. So those are my 7 lessons that I learned from my last failed startup, which have helped me grow this business. What did I miss? What are things that you would say, hey, Ryan, those 7 are great, but you really need to get number 8 or 9 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. Let me know in the comments below.